2 hours are being combined, so 50 km per hour. Now, the speed cars is 50 km per hour. So let's have another example. The number 2 example. Andrew motorcycle speed is 50 km per hour. If he drive it for 4.5 hours, how far does he travel? Using the formula of the distance, because how far, it means how far he traveled. So the question being asked is the distance. So we will get the answer using the formula of the distance. So the formula of the distance is equal to the speed times the time. So what was our speed again? Okay, 50 km per hour, and our time is 4.5 hours. Now, we multiply 50 by 4.5, we will get 225 km. Where is the hours in the 4.5 and the hours in 50 km per hour? Okay, very good. We cancel out the hour and the kilometer per hour and the 4.5 hour because the question being asked is the distance. Okay, according to the definition, when we say distance, it has kilometer. Okay, now he can travel 225 kilometer. Now class, I am going to question you. Let's answer this. What is the importance of distance? Okay, Shaira, the importance of distance is... Okay, very good. The importance of distance is to know if the place we wanted to go is far or near. Is it correct, everybody? Okay, example, you are going to school. If you are near, you just save money. Okay, very good. Now, what is the importance of times? Okay, again, what is the importance of time? Yes, Maribel? Yes, very good. The importance of time is to guide us on what we are doing. Okay, very good. And we should use it properly because time is gold. Now, it is more precious than gift from God that we could receive because our life depends on our time. Okay, very good, Maybell. Okay, now that you fully understand what is speed, time, and distance, the definition of it, the formula of speed, time, and distance, and how you calculate speed, time, and distance, now let's proceed to our next activity. I will divide the class into 3 groups. For this group activity, you are going to portray as a traveler, a delivery driver, or a sportsman. You can choose among these 3. So, among this given word problem, this calculate what is being asked, and after calculating, you should act in front. So, for example, if you are a delivery driver, so in front, after when the other member is answering, you are going to portray as a delivery driver, or what does the delivery driver do? Okay, for example, what did the delivery driver do again? Okay, the delivery driver travel from one place to another. Okay, thank you. So, I will give you enough time to practice and to solve that particular activity. Then after that, the presentation will immediately follow. Is the instruction clear? Okay, thank you. So, the group 1 will be the one to first present their output. Okay, so they choose the travel problem. So, Maria drives 180 km in 3 hours. What is her average speed? Okay, group 1. Okay, group 1, you presented it well. Okay, the answer is Maria's average speed is 60 kilometer per hour. Very good, group 1. You portray your activity well. Let's proceed to the next group, or the group 2. Okay, the group 2 choose the sport problem. Wow, group 2. Well, the problem of the group 2 is the sprinter runs 100 meter in 9.58 seconds. Wow. What is the speed in meter per second? Okay. So, group 2, present your activity. Okay, very good, group 2. You present your activity well. Okay, you use the formula. The formula in finding the speed is the distance the distance divided by the time. Okay, the answer is the sprinter speed is approximately 10.44 meter per second. Very good, group 2. You present your activity well. Okay, class, let's answer this evaluation that will test your intelligence. Okay, you will answer this question. The first question is, a motorcycle travels 180 kilometers in 3 hours. What is its speed? Okay, the solution is, in getting the speed, distance divided by the time. So the distance is 180 kilometer divided by 3 hours. Okay, so 180 kilometer divided by 3 hours is equal to, very good, 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, the second question is, a runner moves at the speed of 60 meter per second for 40 seconds. What is the distance does he cover? Okay, when we are going to find the distance, speed multiplied by the time. So the speed is 60 meter per second and the time is 40 seconds. So we are going to divide the 60 times 40. So the distance is 240 meters. Okay. The third question is, if a car travels 250 km at the speed of 50 km per hour, how long did the trip takes? Okay, and finding the time, distance divided by the speed. What is the distance? Okay, 200 kilometer. Okay, 250 rather. 250 kilometer divided by the 50 kilometer per hour. So, 5 hours. So the answer is 5 hours. Okay. So the question number 4 is, you walk 2 kilometers in 30 minutes. How many meter per minute is your speed? So when we are going to connect this in the real life situation, for example, here in your home, to your school is 20 kilometer per hour. So you are going to calculate the meter per minute. So the given distance is 2 kilometers. So we are going to convert that into meter because the question being asked the meter per minute. So 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. So 2 kilometer is equivalent to 2,000 meters. So calculating the speed, distance divided by the time. So 2,000 meter divided by 30 minutes is equal to 66.67 meter per minute. Okay, very good. So the last question. The delivery rider needs to reach a 96 kilometer destination. If he travel at 60 kilometer per hour, how will he reach it in just 1.5 hours? So the solution is, in finding the time or getting the time, distance divided by the speed. So 96 kilometer divided by the 60 kilometer per hour is equivalent to 1.6 hours. So he is asking that how long will he reach? He will he needs to reach that destination in just 1.5 hours. So if we travel in 60 kilometer per hour, the hour he will getting is 1.6, not 1.7, not 1.5. So 1.6 hours is equivalent to 1 hour and 36 minutes. It means that he will not reach his goal in time. Okay, did you get me, class? Okay. Okay, did everyone answer the evaluation well? Okay, class. I have a question for every one of you. In what way did solving real-life problems help you understand the topic better? What challenges did you face, or how did you overcome them as a group? Okay, solving real-life problems help us to understand the topic better because we know how speed, time, and distance are used in everyday life, and just like in traveling, in sport, and even in deliveries. It made the formulas more meaningful because it wasn't just memorizing them, it was applying them to situations that actually happen. Is it correct, everybody? Okay. Did everyone understand our lesson? Okay, so now let's pack your things and let's all stand for the closing prayer. Now, are you ready to pray? Or are you ready to go home? Okay, let's pray. Okay. Goodbye, class.